Y'all ready? Oh yeah.
Welcome to a Lil Tea Time.
Who listen?
Welcome to a Lil Tea Time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Welcome to a
Oh, that
little
doesn't
tea
fit.
time.
All right, y'all. So good evening, good evening, good evening. It is I, Jarek, aka Jarius D, your favorite published author's favorite published author, and your host of A Little Tea Time.
Let's go.
Y'all, as y'all are coming in here, please like and share tonight's show. I have a guest here that we've been talking off air for a minute, so we just getting started. But I felt this energy. He's a really cool guy, really great guy. And is the producer of an upcoming show entitled Pimposium.
Pimposium, that's right.
Now, I was doing my research when I came across this Pimposium. I was like, I like the fucking title, man. The title caught me. It gripped my ass like a vampire. And I was like, okay, who do I need to email about interviewing for this show? Because I like the show title. I got contact from Brittany Shabazz.
Yes.
Shabazz sent me the info. Shout out to Brittany Shabazz for the info. And I reached out to you. And here we are. Y'all, I want to introduce to some and reintroduce to others Mr. Jimmie Bryant.
Thank you for having me. If I could, I would just want to thank you for your time and the opportunity to hold some space for me, because it's hard out here for artists when you're young in the game. I'm a first-time director, and so a lot of this is new to me. And you know, any opportunity that anybody gives me to hold space and talk about the wonderful people I'm working with and projects I'm passionate about, I appreciate it.
Okay. First time director. So I feel like now I'm passing on a torch.
Thank you.
Since I've been directing Tea Time for 4 years over here.
That's good.
Wow. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
So, I am Shreveport born and partly bred. I lived here until I was about 14, after which I moved to Monroe, Louisiana, and finished high school. And I've really lived in between Shreveport and Monroe the majority of my life. So my family's from Shreveport. I grew up on the Cooper Road.
All right.
Still live there to this day. Shout out to Cooper Road.
Definitely.
And when I lived in Shreveport, initially, I joined the orchestra, and I played under Johnette Parker LeBlanc, shout out, with Cato Magnet, and that was life-changing for me. I just got introduced to a lot of different art, a lot of different influences, and that was the seed that really started my performing energy. So I moved, and when I moved, we didn't have an orchestra, and I was really bummed out, and I decided to try out for a play under the one and only Pat Turner. Shout out to Pat Turner, Neville High School. And she really opened my eyes with acting. She gave me opportunities to write. And it lay dormant for 10, 15 years after that. I competed I competed in drama and extemporaneous speaking and that kind of stuff. And I laid it down, and I focused on music for a long time. And recently, I had the opportunity to work with Jonathan Young and Loretta Films and Pharaoh Dickens. And through those experiences and watching an independent filmmaker start from the ground up and produce a film was really inspiring to me, because he ran towards the fear, towards the danger. He ran towards the uncertainty. And after working with him for a few films, I thought, I think I can give this a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And so Black Eyed Pictures has a double meaning. First, it's Black Eyed Pictures because that reflects my culture, my upbringing, a part of my identity. But Black Eyed Pictures also reflects the black eye, the mistake, the error, the unfortunate event that is an inevitable part of making art that we have to press through.
Come on.
And so that's how we got here.
Okay. So you are a multi-talented artist.
I do different stuff.
Got it. So when you are not working in your multimedia films, what are you doing for fun?
That is a good question. So I am a stay-at-home dad. I have a 2-year-old he's about to turn 3, named Sagan, and a 7-year-old, he's about to turn 7, named Apollo. And so most of my days are spent taking care of my boys. And so when we talk about this fun you speak of, I cherish the moments with them. I've been thinking about this recently. My little one, he's about to turn 3. And you know how toddlers can be, especially when you bond with one.
Yeah. Work with them.
And he is starting to grow out of that period where we are. It's David McMillan. I produced a radio show for a few years called Strategies for Living with Dr. David McMillan, and shout out to him. He's an absolutely wonderful man. And he talked about how when we're born, our ego is tied to our caregivers and whoever we bond with. Like they look at us as a part of them. We are one. And so as they grow, they begin to develop their own identity. And so that separation comes. So I'm experiencing that with my 3-year-old. He's starting to understand he is his own autonomous being. And so anytime he is willing to give me a hug, anytime he's willing to come lay on daddy's chest, that's my fun. That's my fun right now.
Gotta
try to cherish the last little bit.
Gotta cherish those moments. So you already kind of mentioned how you became into art. What inspired you to develop your idea to be this multi-talented artist? Me and my wife, Maudie, she has a master's in English, and so she's always has a strong appreciation for literature. And throughout our relationship, we would often pitch movies to each other. Just fan fiction, or, oh, they should have made this sequel this way, or what if, they did this? And we always enjoyed that. It was something we bonded over. And so I had always been kind of doing that pre-production writing, that brainstorming. I'd already kind of been doing that. And when I got to see Jonathan power through and get his film made, and I started to look around at the other talent in this area. Shout out to Camille Gladney and Christine Chen. Yes. I had the beautiful opportunity to contribute a very, very small amount to Gloria. And that opened my eyes because they are bad to the bone. And so getting to see independent filmmakers operate at high levels in different capacities, because working with Jonathan is very different from working with Camille and Christine, which is very different from working with any other producer or director. And that experience is what gave me the confidence. And so I thought to myself, what can I do? What do I think I can do at a high level? And I thought I could be funny. And so I thought about the movies that I loved, that I thought were smart but silly, and I thought of movies like Clue and Harlem Nights. And I thought of Dave Chappelle's Haters Ball, and
and a pimp named Slickback from the Boondocks. and Black Jesus. And so I started to really chew on that stuff, and I tried to find a space that there's nothing new under the sun, but I tried to find something that felt novel to me. And that's when I came to, how about a murder mystery, borrowing from Clue, with pimps, and then we started, the snowball started to roll downhill.
Yes. So I know that you can't tell us a lot about Pimposium, but what can you tell us about Pimposium?
I can tell you something.
Okay.
So every 2 years, all of the biggest pimps in town gather to select their leadership, to vote on rules, to redistrict if necessary, and just like a city council might. And this group and this meeting every 2 years is called the Pimposium, like Symposium, but with pimps. So this year,
very good.
There's a new young hotshot named Slick Silk, played by the absolutely phenomenal Calvion Thomas, who he plays the lead role in Erupt, and he's just absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
He is in the running for the new president position with Derek Brosse's Lord Randall. Derek is also a gem. He's a filmmaker here in town. He is one of a kind. And Derek truly shines as Lord Randall. So those two are jockeying for position, while the other pimps, played by Bernice Shabazz and Jasmine Nevels, Zedric Zed Tinsley is Big Daddy Mac, and newcomer Shane Brooks blows this, just totally owns it as Olajuwon. And there's a murder, and everyone freaks out, and they think they know who did it, and then that person dies.
That part.
And then all hell breaks loose. And so, I've got a couple of secrets in store that I think a viewer's going to enjoy as they watch it. But it's just a good old-fashioned murder mystery.
I love a murder mystery. Shout out to Brittany Shabazz. I got some of her fashion that I got stored out. We should look at.
She also went out of her way to do wardrobe. She, between her look, there are a few other characters' looks that she put together. Also, shout out to Rude Boys Artworks as well. And she did a phenomenal job there. I look forward to everyone getting to see those looks, as well as enjoying her at the premiere this Valentine's Day. At the Bossier Arts Council, 7 p.m. There'll be a fashion show at that premiere where people will be able to actually firsthand get to see Rosie's hose. And so it will it's going to be on brand. So it's going to be in the spirit of Pimps and Hoes.
All right.
And this is parody, ladies and gentlemen. We are making fun. And so we hope that everybody will relax and have fun with us.
I'm already here for it. I'm here for it. One, knowing how passionate Brittany is about whatever she does, from fashion shows to what she was doing with Pop-Up Pizza.
That's right.
To whatever she touches is pretty much gold in my eyes. So I was a fan of this show when I saw the post. And I was like, okay, I'm already here for it. Let's see what the tea is.
I am lucky. I'm lucky for every person on that cast. I'm lucky for Caleb Pugh. I'm lucky for Jasmine. I'm lucky for Zed. Shout out to Queen, who has just been phenomenal helping with casting. Everybody has done an absolutely awesome job of being themselves and putting on in the best way. And so I can't stress enough that everybody who played a part, Roy Trez Williams, Candace Shepard, everybody who played a part in the film, actually absolutely nailed it. And I think that if I do my job right, everybody's really going to have something, like this city will have something that it can be proud of, and everybody involved.
I love it. It's already done because you're speaking it, so it's already done. So you've already mentioned that you are a first-time director. How did you decide when to establish your brand?
That's a good question. And so I've been playing music for a while, and I've started and been in a number of bands. So whereas I'm not used to the movie making cycle yet, I am used to the project cycle. And I actually have a whole little spiel, like, we have pre-production where we think things up. Mm-hmm. We have production where we're executing. We have post-production where we're finalizing and tweaking and refining. And then we have to go to prom. Mm-hmm. Prom is promotion.
That part.
And it doesn't make sense to get all gussied up and not go to the dance.
I'm just saying.
And so I try to keep prom. I try to remember prom. I oftentimes in the past have overlooked that part. And I've seen a lot of artists put their heart and soul into a project, and then it's time to go to prom, and they share it a couple of times, and that's it. And you're doing yourself and your project a disservice by not committing to it. If we look at big projects, yes, they have more money, but they spend time marketing their project. They release that film, and you're going to see promotion on that for a year. Not a month, not a week, not 2 weeks, a year. And so, that's a way that's something that the big boys and the big girls do, mm-hmm. that the independent artists should really grasp for. And I don't claim to have answers. This is all just my experiences, mm-hmm. and where I am now.
Understood. We was talking about Never Alone for Christmas.
Yeah.
And when we started promoting it, when I saw the trailer, because I was in the trailer for this movie. When I saw that trailer, it was in October, and the movie didn't come out on BET Plus until that December.
Yeah.
They promoted the hell out of it.
That's a commitment. Yeah.
And because we were all a part of it, we literally couldn't share the photos or anything. Once the trailer was out, it's like, okay, now we can share the pictures.
Got the green light.
We can share everything.
Yeah.
I think that movie went over so well because of the entire cast being local, and then the actual headline cast. We all did our due diligence of sharing and promoting the hell out of this film, that even when we had our actual premiere, we had a local premiere here for Never Alone for Christmas.
Yeah.
To see everyone from Candy Shepherd, who did Mignon Buns' nails on set, to everybody who was involved. It was bigger than what we expected it to be, because everyone was like, nah, we all been promoting this for months.
So this amazing thing happens when in art, physics stops making sense. 1 + 1 stops equaling 2. And it starts to equal more than 2. And so when I said this earlier, when our energy is right and our hearts are pure, mm-hmm. 1 + 1 starts equaling 3. And 3 + 1 starts equaling 5 and 6. And we become greater than the sum of our parts.
Yes. It lets you know that the project and the people involved are all on the same vibration.
Yeah. I think that term that's a great word to use, vibration. Yeah.
The vibration of what you're doing with Pimposium and what we did with Never Alone for Christmas. It was like stars had aligned, seeing how everyone just came together, like we all became fam. You guys, y'all became family working on your film. Great segue to this next question. How have your priorities changed since you started the business of promoting Pimposium?
So my priorities I had a really interesting experience over the last year. I was given the opportunity to be a part of a congressional campaign.
That's right.
And they do something in politics that I think artists could learn from. I feel like I learned a lot.
Marty, welcome in, Queen.
And what they did was they paid attention to every action. Nothing was on accident. And there was, effort got committed to mitigating mistakes and disasters where they happen and putting out fires. But we tried to look at what are we doing? What could we do? Return on investment, even on the smallest decisions. And that's a challenge for artists to get in that headspace. But if we can approach it with a sense of creativity, we can still find some artistic satisfaction in that business end. For example, one of the things that we'll see soon with Pimposium, each pimp kind of has their own subplot that is a part of the marketing campaign.
Come on.
So you may or may not have seen that Elijah Wan announced he's running for Shreveport mayor. And so he's got a mayoral campaign going on right now. And his first town hall will be Valentine's Day at the first annual Haters Ball. And so, but another one of the pimps, I won't say who, but another pimp is about to release some crypto.
Okay.
And so there's going to be a crypto coin. There's going to be Pimp Pay that will be traded. And so I'm trying to have fun with marketing and trying to, just trying to think about what have I not seen,
Okay. Cause I've been saying this about somebody running for mayor.
That's Elijah Wan running for mayor. Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
He said, I can't fix broke. I can't fix sick, but I can fix horny. Elijah Wan, 2026.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
All right, Bishop Don Juan, you better say something over there. All right, Jazz, I just saw your message, Queen. Appreciate you. What are some challenges you've overcome on your journey?
Letting go and allowing people to be awesome, allowing people room to succeed and where applicable fail. But because I have to give you space to be creative so that we can begin true collaboration, because that's when 1 + 1 stops equaling 2.
Yes.
And if I don't open my creative space up to a true collaborative effort, then we can't get there. Okay. And so, I come into a project and I say, oh, this is something all artists deal with, that labor of love versus a product or versus something that they're preparing to sell. Because when someone tells you no to your labor of love, it hurts.
Hell yeah.
When someone tells you no to a product you're selling, it doesn't hurt as bad.
No.
But when you're offering something up to someone that is from your heart, it hurts when they say no. And so I have to be very careful with how, who, when, why, and where I share those ideas from the heart, and make sure that it's people that I trust that I'm sharing them with, that I trust to not only tell me the truth. If it sucks, it sucks, but to do it with an understanding that this is from the heart. And so the challenge that I've had to overcome is just making sure I hold space for people to be great in their own right, so that we can be great together, and 1 + 1 can start equaling 3.
Felt that. Understanding that now. I didn't understand that at first. When I first started doing the Lil Tea Time, I didn't understand how much important this was to other people, not just me. And understanding that now you are doing the service of the community by giving people a space to come in and be them.
You hold space.
You hold space by allowing people to come into your space. What people begin to understand that when they were meeting me, what they were meeting is the same person on camera. It's not an act. The same person that's sitting here, once that phone goes off and we're done, is the same person that's the same person.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, y'all be y'all, because I'm going to be me. What you see here is what you're going to get. And I expected that from other people when they come in. And so when we doing this collaborative work that we're doing, it does take on a life of its own. And at first I was very afraid about doing tea time because I was like, what if people don't like what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
And understanding what my message was in the beginning, because I shared with you who I was when I started this, turned into a total different thing to where I'm at today. And at first I was very afraid of people may not like me. People may not do this show. And what started as one show a week turned into multiple shows a week. Turned into a full week of shows.
Come on.
Turned into a full year of shows.
Come on.
Turned into now 4 years of shows.
Let's go.
Where I was working so hard. I was doing this show so much and so hard in the beginning that when I slowed down, it's like, nah, people was like, nah, you put in the work. You can actually slow down. You can do this.
You earned it. You earned a minute. You earned some space.
Right.
I understand.
Now I get it. The labor of love is doing the actual work, showing up, doing the work. That's just showing up and doing the work. The product is what is posted over to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I put out my books, the work went into the writing and the typing and producing the covers. And then from there, actually having to go and sit out in an art market and promoting the product.
Yeah.
And wanting people to work my work.
Yeah.
And seeing what has happened in 8 years, 9 years. Seeing what's happened in 9 years, the response of people. It lets you know that it's more to you than the product itself. It's all about the work. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey on your way to the destination.
It's funny you say that. So I played in bands and play guitar and bass. I'm a rocker, so there's a rock bands.
Mm-hmm.
And I settled on drums. And I used to tell my bandmates when we were loading up gear, heading up a flight of stairs in Philadelphia or Chicago, if you can't find fun in this part, you might need to find something else to do.
There you go.
Because you've got to be able to love all these parts of this. Even being hot, cold, tired, you just played a show, maybe you've had a couple beers, we got to get this gear out of here. We got to get loaded up. You know, there's housekeeping to do.
That part. It lets you know that if this is what you want to do, you're not working.
You're not. If this is what you want to do, you're not working.
You're not working. You can show up on a set for 13 hours.
Even when it gets hard, you're still not working.
You're still not working.
I want to shout out the cast again because we filmed every scene in that movie in a Saturday from call time was at 2:00. I locked the door and got in my car and I looked down and it was 1:45.
Come on.
And so, Brittany, Roy Trez, Zed, Derek, Shane, Jasmine, Kayla, Maudie, Brandon, and Jennifer, y'all are absolutely amazing. And if you know, you know. If you've been in there like that for 10, 12 hours.
Woo!
If you know, you know. Because we're talking 10, 12 hours of summoning energy. And it gets different when you get tired. It gets different when you're a little hungry. And so it gets harder and harder to pretend.
Yes.
So I just appreciate them because that's not everybody can't.
That part. Great segue to this next question. So,
Excuse me.
how do you define success?
I define success as routinely meeting your goals. If you set out to do something and you achieve it, you were successful. I mean, I can't define success by a bank account balance or the square footage of your home. I can't define it by how nice of a car you have. It's truly with your mentality and, really how you hold space for yourself.
That's it. That's very important. It's very important. This is success for me. Just sitting here with you right now. This is my success. Doing a Lil Tea Time. 13 seasons. 13 seasons. This is season 13 of my show. Your guest number 2.
13 with a 1 and a 3.
Yes.
Okay.
13. Your guest number 2 in season 13 of this show. It's the most successful thing I am currently doing.
That's impressive. I'm sorry. That's impressive. 13. That's impressive.
People, when you figure out what you're doing, first of all, it's not work. Second of all, when you're doing what you love to do, it's not work. And if you are putting a monetary value to define it, it's a job.
It just turned into a job.
It turns into a job when it becomes the monetary value. Don't ever look at what everyone else has. Don't see other people's accolades. See what you got. Be grateful and thankful for what you have because my journey is not Jimmy's journey and vice versa. And you don't know what he's going through to be exactly who he has to be to show up and vice versa. So in saying that, our definitions of success are currently different because we know where we currently stand and what we're building. Just had to piggyback on that.
I agree. And I think that it may feel cliche, but nobody does you better than you. You are one of one. And if the world we live in sets us up to compare. But if we are fortunate it can happen the easy way or the hard way. Mm-hmm. The easy way being we get taught. The hard way is we have to learn. But if we can learn to appreciate our differences, 1 + 1 stops equaling 2.
That part. Oh, I love that. And this is the other thing, just to piggyback on that. You're no one's competition but your own.
Come on. That's it. That's the only comp. That is it.
You're no one's competition but your own. You're only competing to outdo what you did yesterday. Who you were yesterday. You should not say, well, I'm going to be like such and such.
Competition, when you compete, you run the risk of cheating yourself out of collaborators, out of experiences. And that could directly help you achieve heights you hadn't even thought of.
That part. Great segue to this question. What's the best advice you can give to someone thinking about starting a business or pursuing their dreams?
So, when I put on my strategist hat for Black Eyed Pictures, one of the things that I think in this day and age, with technology the way it is, because technology has now the playing field isn't completely level. However, we have access. The indie artist has access to the same platforms that the big budget people have.
Yes.
Where the thing that the indie artist has that the big budget, that the big top does not have, is flexibility.
Woo!
I can change and pivot. If something goes wrong, I can change. If something changes and I can't use an idea anymore, I can pivot. And if I stay in a fluid state and I stay open and ready and prepared to pivot, then I can navigate through challenges way faster than a team and office of people who have to submit paperwork and this and that and all, and beyond the bureaucracy of it, just interpersonally. If a team of people want to make a change, they have to make a decision.
They do.
They have to talk.
They do.
Now, and ideally it doesn't get into politics, but now it's politics. It's us convincing each other potentially of what we need to do. If you're a small group, 2, 3 people, 1 person, all you need to do is hold a little space, make a decision, and move. And so I don't want to say that, I don't want to say don't work on, I'm not saying don't work on big budget stuff or don't strive to be bigger and better. But take advantage of the strengths that whatever level you're on has. And so if you're independent, if you're small, be nimble.
That's it. Take advantage of the small moments, because the small moments are learning environments as well. But when you get to the big moments, you got your toolkit that you can pull. When you get to the big moments, you said, okay, how do I pivot here?
And then you don't get shook. You're simply asking those questions. You're simply doing the work now. You're just diving into the work.
That's it. I love that. Because there's someone who needs to hear that right now. There's somebody who needs to hear that. Don't get shook by the situation as it's coming at you. Learn how to pivot. Shake the dirt off. Shake the dirt off. Shake the little grime off.
That's right.
Get up. Put your best foot forward and keep fighting through it. Because you got to get through it in order to get to the other side of it.
The obstacle is the way.
And it's not the destination.
It's not the destination,
it's the journey on the way to the destination. It's the people you meet on the journey. It's the experiences that you create.
The lessons you learn.
It's the lessons that you learn.
Yep.
Those things mean so much more. Great segue to this question. Can you give us your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote, period, or from the movie?
Period.
Ooh. I'm not sure I have a favorite quote, period. I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, you can pull it from the movie.
I'm gonna pull from the movie. And so my favorite quote from the movie, my mind automatically goes to, bitch, you been bitter since you been breathing.
You gotta hit us with this wordplay. Poetry.
And I tell you what, I really tried to dive in, okay? I really did. Over the course of the film, I really tried to dive in. I tried to chew on them and really get some gold. Okay,
that's good. That's good. Okay, now why this particular quote?
I love this quote because it is happening as the tension is swelling and the bottom's about to drop out.
Come on,
and so everything's winding up. And it's Olajuwon's line. He turns and he delivers the line with this, with this passion. And, a couple of us had to take a second after he delivered it, because he put some power in it. He put some power in it. And so it's just that culmination of tension.
I need my tickets for this BAC. Just go ahead and put my ticket to the side. I'm coming. If I gotta ice skate across the Red River, I'm gonna be there for this one.
We're gonna have you up front.
Hey, I like a VIP seat. All right. Next question is, because you are native of Shreveport, but raised in between here and Monroe, what are some things you'd like to see better in our community?
So, I think that's a tough question. Mm-hmm. And so, I think that I'm going to speak on the Cooper Road because that's where I am, and that's what I know. I think that a lot of great leaders have gone a long way to ensure that we have some great facilities for people to have to raise their quality of life, whether it's our community center, our beautiful library. I applaud Southern's campus. I appreciate them.
Class 2012 college boy.
I would like there to be more opportunity, extracurricular opportunities for at-risk youth, because I think that when young people fall in love with something, that goes a long way to structure and line up their decision making. Yes. When you love something, yes, your decisions start changing. Yes. And you get a little less reckless. You get a little less, you just get a little less foolish. Mm-hmm. And kids are foolish. That's a part of being youth, right? Right. But I say that that's a tough question because, and this goes back to working on the congressional campaign. Mm-hmm. We would often say, "Be the change you want to see."
Come on, John.
My favorite band is Queens of the Stone Age, and Josh Homme would. I heard him say once, "Be your own favorite band," and that stuck with me. And so when I say that, I'm attempting to hold myself accountable, because there's nothing stopping me from getting in my community and in whatever fashion trying to provide a space for those very people that I'm talking about helping. So what I think could be done is not a knock against what has been done, the efforts that have been made, mm-hmm. but it really, the Cooper Road needs an investment from my generation, from people my age, to say, I'm gonna teach kids what I know, or I'm gonna hold space for kids, because and I'm not talking about spending money. I don't have mm-hmm. big resources, mm-hmm. but I am blessed that I've been taught a little bit, and I've had the opportunity to see a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so if I can plant a seed to start another little bit's journey where they can go see a little something and do a little something, that only helps the community.
You know what? I'm a little speechless because I heard you say that you were from the Cooper Road earlier. And I was like, hold your composure. Hold your composure. I am also from the Cooper Road.
Let's go.
I'm a product of the Cooper Road. Was born there and got my college education there.
Let's go. Let's go.
So, for y'all to see Cooper Road sitting here.
Yes.
Anything is possible. Anything can be done. And you said something about the youth being aware. I'm just going to rephrase. Mm-hmm. But being aware. Being aware. Because when you're young and you are out here and you're living and you're doing, you're not thinking about the consequences of what things can be later.
Very rarely, if ever. Yeah. You're not thinking about that.
This is becoming a thing where people are going to start asking me questions and I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to go home. Because now I understand that I have a show that I'm responsible for here. I have a future I'm responsible for. So it's going to be a thing where you're going to have those friends who are going to see that you're doing well. Everything's happening well. Everything is going well. And then they're going to be, well, you want to come and hang out at the bar? No, I'm actually going to go home. Because now I have to be responsible. Because it all can break down with me just getting 17 shots and hopping in my car and making a dumb decision to drive home.
Yep.
It can make a real bad decision. And
it can turn bad real fast.
Right.
It can turn bad fast. Yeah.
And it's easy to get into something bad. It's easy to get in something bad, easier to get into something good.
That's right.
We stumble into good things. We just kind of walk into good things. But bad things are literally around the corner. And you have to be aware.
Waiting.
They're literally like clouds. Just waiting to rain. So you have to be aware, and I like that you brought that up, because we do need to show kids, like, yeah, this might be where you're from, but does it define you? Does what you're going through define you? Is who you currently are going to define you in 10 years from now? Make those decisions and be aware and be conscious of it. Because it does have its place and it will come back to you later. I guarantee you. You may not think it now, but you will see it later.
And don't be afraid of the work. Don't be afraid of the work. It's hard and it's a pain in the butt a lot of times until you get your footing. But there's no greater satisfaction. There's no greater satisfaction. Sleep is always better when you're tired.
Amen. But it's also better when you've done the work.
When you've done the work. Yep.
And you worked really hard that day. And you can fall asleep saying, you know what, I just worked 12, 13 hours on a movie set today. I feel really good about that. Yeah. I feel good about myself.
I did that.
Right. I feel good about myself because I did something that's making a difference in my life and in my community.
Mm-hmm.
Great segue to this final question, and then we're going to get into candy or corn.
Okay.
What would be your wish for the next generation?
Oh, man. My wish for the next generation is that they can figure out how to play fair with each other.
Huh? Could you say that one more time for the people in the back? I don't think they...
My wish for the next generation is that they can figure out how to play fair with each other and that they can have the courage to work through our mistakes.
Now, he just said some very profound shit. Okay? When you play fair, that means we all can eat.
Everybody eats. Yep.
We all eat when we all play fair. And when we learn from the mistakes of the people who came before us, we know not to make those mistakes. Or if we see it happening, we know how to pivot.
That's right. That's right.
As the mistake is happening and say, okay, I see what I'm about to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is how I change it.
You're right.
It's that easy.
It's simple.
Simple, not easy. There you go. Simple, not easy.
So, and sometimes some things can be simple and hard, and some things can be complex but easy.
That part.
And so I don't mean to get off on a tangent, but yes.
Oh, we do tangents around here.
Okay.
We do tangents on Tea Time. A tangent can go in for about 10, 15 minutes before we realize we went on a tangent. I love your answer to that final question. I love that because I've asked this question probably 600 times. It's an original answer, but it's an answer that I have not heard yet. Learning to play fair and learning from our mistakes. As a 30-year-old man hearing this today, that's like, okay, all right, learn how to play fair, Jared. Learn how to share a little bit more. Share a little bit more. And be aware of the mistakes that you are seeing happen and pivoting before you hit that pothole.
Yeah.
I needed to hear that from me. It was for them, but I needed to hear that from me too.
Me too.
I appreciate it.
Me too.
Appreciate that.
Okay. I ain't here to tell nobody nothing. This is all what I'm dealing with too.
That part. Wow. Okay, we're having some breakthroughs are happening here tonight, people. Breakthroughs are happening here tonight. Now, with that being said, we are about to get into candy or corn.
Candy or corn?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I am about to ask you about these candies.
Okay.
If you'd eat these candies, you can say candy. If you would not eat these candies, you can say corn.
Okay.
And we want to invite the viewers at home. Y'all can play candy or corn with us by simply replying candy or corn in the comment section. All right? Jimmy, are you ready to play my game?
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Candy or corn? I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. First candy up is the York's Peppermint Patty.
Corn.
Right off the bat. That part. Next candy up is 100 grand.
Candy.
That part. Next candy up is the Snickers.
Candy.
Next is M&M's.
Candy.
Mike and Ike's.
Candy.
Right. Lemon Heads.
Candy.
That part. Next one up is the Twix.
Oh, candy.
Felt that. I felt that.
Oh, yes. A special place.
Felt that. Next one up is the Skittles.
Candy.
Sour Patch Kids.
Candy. Candy.
Felt that. And the final candy is candy corn. I'm excited because your answer, you're taking a little while to answer this question.
I've enjoyed eating candy corn before. I'm just not sure I want to endorse candy corn. I'm going to go candy. I'm going to go candy.
Felt that.
I'm going to go candy.
Okay, you candy corn people. He's one of yours. He's one of your candy corn people.
And the stars need to align. Okay?
That part.
Like, if I'm just left to my own devices, I'm not sure candy corn's going to be what I pull off the shelf.
No.
But if you caught me on a deserted island and it was a special day and we were having a treat and all we had was candy corn, I would eat it. I would eat the candy corn.
Okay, I'll be eating the sand then. I just go out and just drink the salt water.
Drink the salt water.
Before I eat the candy corn.
I wouldn't be mad at you. Listen, I'd be nibbling on my corn wishing I had your resolve.
Because I would be eating this, no. They know over here on the Little Tea Time my feelings about candy corn. If I wanted to eat candle wax, I just go and get some.
Right, it's easy to find.
Right, it's like right there. It's right there if I wanted to go and get some candle wax.
I'm not the proudest of it. I'm not the proudest of the last answer. In an effort to remain transparent, I'm gonna call it candy because
in the 13 seasons of A Little Tea Time, there's probably about 300 people here that said candy corn, so I'm not upset with you guys.
About half said
about
candy?
half have said
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Candy corn.
I wouldn't have guessed that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, a great deal of guests have agreed to they eat the candy corn.
I do feel better about my answer now.
You should, because there's a whole community of y'all out there.
Yep.
And hey, he can come to the island with you guys. Just send me over to not candy corn. And if it comes down to it, I just anything but candy corn from it.
And coconut leaves, huh?
Yeah. I eat the tree bark.
Stop it.
I eat the tree bark before I go to the candy corn. But with that being said, Mr. Jimmie, that is candy or corn. Thank you for playing my game.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, tell the people at home a little bit about Pimposium. When can people see it? How can they follow y'all to see more info about it? And how can people follow you on social media?
So, Black Eyed Pictures is on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The premiere for the film will be Valentine's Day. That is by design. We thought we'd have a fun date night for everybody at the Bossier Arts Council. 7 p.m. for the fashion show with Brittany Shabazz and a Q&A kind of roast. We're going to call it more of a roast than a Q&A. The cast will be available in character for you to interact with. And so bring your best digs, look them up, and come loaded up and ready because they're already loaded up. And so, put your feelings in your back pocket because we're going to be cracking.
That part.
And, we're preparing. The film will be submitted soon. And you can sign up for email notifications at blackeyedpictures.com for an update when the film goes live. You will only get an email once it goes live. We won't bother you. And, that'll keep you in the loop. And if you want to just follow, and like our content on social, we'll be sure to let you know there too as soon as the movie's available.
Yes. This is a great interview tonight.
This has been a pleasure.
Very fun. Very fun. So, I have to get into my tea spill because we do spill tea over here in A Little Tea Time. And I have some breaking news for you guys. Some news that's been shared, but I also have some updates to share tonight. So, as y'all know, last weekend we were vending over at the Baltimore Branch Library. We had a great time, and we want to just shout out everyone who came out to support the event last weekend with us. Shout out to all of the artists that were on the program. It was a great honor and a pleasure to be in a room with other fellow published authors and for us to get to know each other. And I will, and I'm going to be reaching out to some of you guys to book out for Tea Time because I think that we have a responsibility to continue to push and promote local art and local artists, to continue to share our time and our stories and our energy with the world for people to appreciate what we do and who we are. So thank y'all for that. This Friday, I know y'all been seeing my flyers been circulating. I am bringing back Verses and Vibes Part 2 in the Artworks classroom. And we are asking for a small donation of $5 from our guests who come to support the show. It is very important to me that our guests who come out to support, those donations help keep the doors open and the lights on in the Artworks classroom, and it helps pay my salary. So when y'all come through, you're going to be paying my salary. So I appreciate you guys in advance. Right? Appreciate you. The Foodie Fest event is coming up next year in 2026. 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 1210 Milam Street. Y'all know where that is, the Kickback Kitchen. And it is celebrating food, culture, and resilience. This event is family friendly and it is free admission. And it's going to be hosted by our Foodie Fest Chef Ambassador and the 2024 Golden Fork Chef winner, Melvin. Melvin, I am looking forward to what y'all are going to be cooking.
Yeah, they're about to put their foot in something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be all in the place with bells and whistles, jingling and ringing to eat something. So looking forward to that. Y'all don't want to miss it. Right? If you are a Maxwell fan, as I am a Maxwell fan, the Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite Cruise sets sail February 7th through the 12th in 2026. Featuring the Isley Brothers, Kim, Lucky Day, and so many, many more. Now, the reason why I am promoting this over here for free on a Lil Tea Time is because I just want to be on the boat when the boat takes off. I just want to be on the ship. You don't have to put me in the nicest room. I'll take something under there.
No big deal.
No big deal. I just want to be there for this show. I am a fan of Maxwell. Kim happens to be, fan of Kim. Happen to be a fan of Lucky Day. Who doesn't love the Isley Brothers?
Yeah, that's a show.
And just to know, like, if y'all seen that program for who's on the program for the show, you'll be asking to be on the boat too. Just saying. So don't miss it. Get your tickets when y'all see the promoting flight, right? I have to send congrats to Shreveport's our own Adriana and her new single, Open Fires. Now, she sent me the flyer to promote here on the Lil Tea Time. And I heard the single. And it's just what we need for this crispy, cool time of the year. A hot song. So congratulations to her. I love the song. And I want other people to go and like the song just as much as I do. So I know that y'all seeing the song circulating on my social medias right now.
This is recent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that song's pressure. Yeah, she went in. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she did the mic drop. There was a mic drop video. Absolutely. Absolutely awesome.
I am a fan of Adriana. I've been a fan of Adriana since I knew she could sing. And I am here for Open Fires. So y'all get into it. Y'all can go and check out the single right now on my Instagram or on my Facebook. Y'all can also go over to Adriana's profile and y'all can check it out. And y'all, let's support her. This is Shreveport's own.
Yeah, she's strong. Yeah.
She's laying it down, so we don't want to miss that, right? Now, this is something that I also wanted to talk about because I'm also a fan of this movie. And I'm pretty sure if y'all saw this movie and you grew up watching it, you probably heard of RoboCop.
Let's go. Yes.
So y'all heard of RoboCop. Well, according to the Detroit Free Press, there is a RoboCop statue.
That's cool.
There's a RoboCop statue in Detroit that's been up since December the 3rd. And I wanted to talk about this because this statue was 15 years in the making. The 3,500 pound bronze statue was erected in Detroit, Michigan, was created by George Gakis in his Venus Bronze Works studio. And it is supposed to be standing on standing on Russell Ave and south of Mack Avenue. So people in Detroit, because I was just up there in Canton like a couple of months ago. People in Detroit, y'all have seen this. When y'all see this, can y'all go down there and get some photos with the RoboCop statue and send them over here to a Lil Tea Time? And next time I'm in Detroit, I'll make it my business to get a picture of this.
I bet that statue goes hard. Yeah.
Right, so I thought that was something cool. Since we're about to be out for the holiday season, you can take the kids. Y'all can go down. Check out the RoboCop statue. You can tell some funny stories about the movie. All right, so get into that. Again, I gotta talk about this too. And I probably talked about this earlier this week, but I'm gonna talk about it again. Congratulations, Rihanna. Rihanna, congratulations, making history, becoming the first black woman to have $2 billion brand businesses. I'm a fan of Rihanna anyway. I'm a fan of Rihanna. And to hear that she's doing well like this, we need more black women and girls thinking like this.
Rihanna has, well is an understatement. Rihanna is, she is doing exceptional. And I don't think anybody, if 15 years ago, come on, 15 years ago, if I had told you she was going to be worth $2 billion, you'd have chuckled. And so, shout out to her team. Like, yes.
I gotta again send congratulations to our own actor and coach, Garrett Caruth, and the Portals of the Pine film premiere. This movie was so good. If you are into science fiction and movies that make you think, this was the one that we had an opportunity to see. Mm-hmm. I loved it.
I shout out to that team as well, because I don't see a lot of that genre necessarily represented on the indie level around here.
That part.
And so to take that step, I love that. And I think that, we talk about celebrating our artistry here.
Mm-hmm.
People who take those steps and do things outside of the typical menu inspire the rest of us to take steps, and the tide lifts all the ships. I love that bravery. I love that sense of adventure to step outside of what you just might have been expected to do.
That part. It was really good. It was one of those films that I was happy that I had the opportunity to catch with the film fam, to know that the movie was filmed here in Louisiana, in our backyard.
Yeah.
Even made more of a difference to know that we had a local celebrity who came down while they were filming this movie and was a part of it here in our backyard. We're doing our homework here, people. So I'm going to pose this question to you. Have you seen Wicked for Good yet?
No, I haven't. But I'm no stranger. I see it going hard. I see it, but I haven't watched. It's still in theaters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw this movie last week. Cynthia Erivo, I love you. Ariana Grande, I love you. I love y'all. Not because of y'all who y'all are. The movie is really fucking good. And because I watched actual Wicked, mm-hmm. one. I watched that movie like 7 times this year before we got to the actual Wicked for Good. So I was already pretty invested.
You're dialed in.
Yeah, I was very dialed in. And I wanted to see did Alphaba get her revenge. Because Alphaba, that's like our cousin.
Okay.
Alphaba like one of our cousins that they was picking on in school, and we couldn't fight for Alphaba because we know Alphaba, she had things under control. With that being said, y'all, I'm not telling y'all I'm going to support Wicked for Good because of me. I'm telling y'all I'm going to support it because it's just a good movie. And if you want to see how this movie wraps up and how it ends, you should definitely go and get into it. Don't take my word for it. Go to the theaters. And shout outs to everybody over at the Robinson Film Center to go and see it in a local theater here in our backyard in Shreveport. We got to continue to support the local theaters.
Everybody don't have that.
They do not.
Everybody don't take it for granted. Sometimes we forget that everybody don't have that.
We do not. And you have to take advantage of it.
Shout out to Christy Woodard as well. Cine Noir headed to his 3rd year. Yes.
It's coming up in the tea spill soon.
Oh, I'm so
I will be keeping y'all posted on things. You're breaking the headlines right now. You're breaking news, but it will be coming up in the tea spill soon. I will be keeping y'all posted on those dates as they are available. Don't miss it. This will be my 3rd year going to her film festival. I enjoy them all as a writer and as an actor. It taught me how to be more engaged with the craft. So shout outs to her. Got some new breaking news for y'all. Hamilton star Leslie Odom Jr. is bringing holiday season greetings to the Riverview Theater December the 19th at 7:30. So, I am a fan of Leslie Odom Jr. since I saw him in Hamilton. And then when he played Sam Cooke.
That's a show, yeah. That'll be a show.
He's gonna turn things out for Christmas. So, hey, if y'all have some tickets available over there, I'd love to be at the show. I love to meet Leslie Odom Jr. And I'm sure other people out there watching at home would like to meet Leslie Odom Jr. too. So you guys, get your tickets. Because this show is literally in about 2 weeks. And you still have time yet to get your tickets today. So you at home watching tonight's show, get your tickets to go and check out Leslie Odom Jr. Right? Now, I'm about to be a little controversial with this next little bit of tea here. Have we all been hearing about 50 Cent's new documentary, Sean Combs, The Reckoning on Netflix? 50. Mr. Curtis Jackson, in true cancer form, you did something.
Indeed.
One cancer to another. I understand what you did. I understand why you did it. And it's a shame. It's a shame, 50, that you let that man got you that emotional. And you went and made money off of making you that emotional. It's brilliant. Because in true cancer form, that's something we would do. You hurt me, I will get you back. And I'll get you when you late see me coming.
And cash out on it.
And cash out.
Oh, cash out on it.
And I'm still in utter shock that this happened. Like,
and called his shot. Called the shot months. I mean, this thing was just winding up, and he called his shot.
Like it was like clockwork. He was like, trial ends in 3, 2, 1. Check out Sean Combs' The Reckoning right now on Netflix. Do y'all understand how epic this is right now? Because people are talking about this on the radio. They're talking about this on TV. They're talking about this on YouTube. Yeah. All right, 50. Cancer to cancer. I understand. We bros because we cancers. And we petty. We're petty people when we go there. But this is a new one for me. That's new. You did your thing, Fifth. I ain't seen the documentary yet, but I'm hearing all the buzz. All right, if y'all seen it, y'all can send some comments. Leave some comments in the comment section. Y'all let me know y'all's feelings on this whole doc. I can't. I absolutely can't. This man is really going in. He went in. And to see some of the footage that he has, footage that no one could even think of how he has it.
I mean, I think that's a testament to Diddy not having his house in order, which is right in line with, it's amazing. It's truly amazing.
And again, y'all let a cancer man in. He didn't come to play, he came to slay.
Slay. With extreme prejudice.
Unadulterated and unapologetically just mean, nasty. And he's doing interviews with a smile about it, which is so funny. I've been catching his interviews about the doc. 50, you really are petty, bro. This is a cancer to another. I get it. When we get mad, we get mad. And we do get even. But this takes it to a whole other level. I'm not sorry, because I'm not a Diddy fan anyway. But, damn.
Damn.
We gotta do it like Florida. Damn. Cause he got you. He clocked your teeth. That being said, y'all gonna catch it. This out there on Netflix. If they ain't pulled the check, y'all gonna catch it.
Oh, it ain't going nowhere.
That part. Final little bit of tea. Y'all know how I feel about her, because she's one of my favorite people on the planet, period. That's why I said her for last. The best. For last. Vanessa Louise wrote the song for us. Beyonce made history as the first artist to chart the Billboard Hot 100 for 28 straight weeks. Whew. Now, Queen Mother, you know I'm here for, girl. I got your picture hanging right above my head, right here in the studio for a Lil Tea Time.
That's half the year, just so y'all know.
Half the year. Cowboy Carter did numbers. Still doing numbers, and we're in December. So, with that being said, girl, continue to eat, mother. Continue to eat. I told you I had to pay for college, so I couldn't make it to the concert. I had to pay for school. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't make it. But I did pass that theater class. B+. B+. So congratulations to you, Beyonce. Because you're eating. And you better continue to eat, girl. And whoever stole that music, whoever stole that flash drive and all that new music, I feel bad for y'all. Because y'all not going to be able to go nowhere. You can't even sell that. It has no value. And whoever you sell it to, you better make sure you got your hot coin, because you're going to get sued. And you're going to need that money to pay your lawyer fees. So.
You're going to need that bread.
And if you stole it just to have it, it was a waste. But with that being said, congratulations to you, Beyonce, Queen Mother. Eating for 28 straight weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Congratulations to you, Queen. Now, y'all know we have to get into birthdays over here, because we celebrate birthdays here on a Lil Tea Time. And it is Sagittarius' season.
That's right.
So, we have to send shout outs to all of you Sagittarius who are celebrating birthdays. Do you know any Sagittarius who are celebrating birthdays?
My eldest son, Apollo, will be turning 7 on the 20th. So, I love you, son. He should not be watching this at all, but I love you.
If you are watching, I hope that you had your ears closed for some of these words. I hope they had the bleeper on standby. That part. I have to send shout outs to a couple of people who are celebrating birthdays. So, my cousin, Tiffany, happy birthday to you. She also just got married, so happy birthday to her. My nephew, Devin, happy birthday to you. And I have to send a special birthday shout outs to our artist liaison, She doesn't like to be mentioned a lot, but I'm going to mention her here today. For the third time today, Miss Karen LeBeau, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
The Karen LeBeau, happy birthday to you.
That's right.
She goes so hard for us in this art community here in the city of Shreveport and around the world, wherever she is, she's talking about us. Happy birthday to you. I'm a fan of hers, and I just love her for who she is and what she does. Happy birthday to Brandon. Happy birthday to Miss Keita B of the Keita Bees. And happy birthday to Jacqueline, my Facebook followers who are celebrating birthdays today. Now, gotta send happy birthday shout outs to the celebrities who are celebrating birthdays. And I didn't update my celebrity birthday shout out list today. I'm going to be honest about that. I didn't get to update the list today for today's show. But I will say happy birthday to all of the celebrities who are celebrating birthdays today. To you, and you, from me, and my guests.
Oh, yes.
Here on the Lil Tea Time. Happy birthday to y'all.
Happy birthday.
I know Jay-Z's birthday was like last week. I can shout him out. And I can just shout out just that particular person, because that's who I got on the list. And I'm not going to just call out everybody, because this is like a list of last week's birthdays. But happy birthday to all the celebrities who are celebrating birthdays to y'all. From me to you on the Lil Tea Time. Now, as I am winding down tonight's show, I have to continue to thank every last one of my royalty readers, all of my readers who have purchased their copies of the Coming Full Circle series, any of my 5 books of poetry that y'all have out there, for supporting my journey and my walk for 9 years thus far as a published author. I have to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, because when I put this work out 9 years ago, my goal was to be a published author. I've been living my dream for 9 years, and now I'm 9 books, 10 books in. And I'm so grateful that y'all have been rocking with me for 9 years. Every last one of my royalty readers, I'm so grateful and thankful for every last one of y'all. And thank y'all for just being more than a fan. Y'all are my family. Y'all are not just a fan of me. Y'all are a family for what y'all do with me in my book business. So thank you to everyone who has been checking out the books. Y'all can go and check them out right now on Amazon.com. Just type search Jarius, Jrayis, Dion, Deyond, and get into the books over there at Amazon. And while I'm here, excuse me, hey Amazon, where is my shipment? I sent out for a shipment of books about 2 weeks ago. I checked the list today. No updates. And I don't care. I don't care that the weather is messed up and my books can be delivered. I paid for them. I want my shipment.
Pressing. Pressing.
And I'm not going to spend the extra money to get the books early, because that's how you make more money off of people like me, an independent artist. So I'm not going to call your name because it's your business, and I'm not going to make you rich by calling your name. I'm just going to say your business has been holding up my shipment, and that's my money. I paid y'all, so I need y'all to help send me my stuff so I can make my money back. Okay? Shout outs to y'all over there at Amazon. I need my work. Right? To everybody who's tuning into a Little Tea Time, I want to thank y'all for coming in here tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in, liking, and sharing here on Facebook. To all 288 of y'all on YouTube, every subscriber, y'all have no idea how that feels to wake up and see that I've gained another follower, another subscriber, another member of my family with my YouTube channel. To everyone who is subscribed to Jerry with a Little Tea Time on YouTube, thank you so much. Y'all are a member of my family. I mean that. I don't see y'all as a fan. I don't see you as a consumer. I see you as a member of my family because y'all grow with me as I grow. So I thank you sincerely to every royal subscriber who is checking in and tuning into the YouTube channel. There's new content coming. The content's being uploaded as we speak. There's another episode of Lil Tea Time being uploaded as we speak. Gotta get out of here and go and get into that in a bit. But thank you to every one of y'all because y'all mean so much to me. That channel means a lot to me. I love to see that I get to share all of my guests for 13 seasons with people around the world. Not just here on Facebook, but also on YouTube. So thank you to everybody who has been a part of the journey. I have to thank my guest tonight, Mr. Jimmie Bryant. Jimmie, this has been an experience tonight as we are going into the holiday season. I wish you and your family all the best. Maud, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Maudie. I am such a fan of her. And I did not know that you were her husband until I found out. I was like, that part.
She's a baddie.
And she is. She's a very talented, multi-talented artist. So shout outs to her. To everyone who's tuning in, thank y'all for coming in, for y'all time and your energy tonight. Here for a little tea time. We got to get out of here because we have lives to get to and I have a show to go and finish uploading it. I'm sure this gentleman here is ready to go and get some food and get back to his family.
Hey, it's always something to do.
You know?
it's always another thing.
That part. With that being said, I'm going to give you the final word before we get out of here.
I want to say thank you again. I want to say thank you for holding space for me. And I want to say thank you one last time to Zedric Zed Tinsley, Shane Brooks, Derek Rossay, Brittany Shabazz, Jasmine Nevels, Candace Shepard, Roy Trez Williams, Calvion Thomas, Jennifer, Brandon, Marty, Zell Zooster, Jonathan Young. I love all y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you.
That's a level of commitment. People remember everyone's names. With that being said, opportunities knocking. You matter. Let's build and go higher, Shreveport. And remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am Jarek, a.k.a. Jarvis D, your favorite published author, and your host of A Little Tea Time. Until next time, y'all stay safe in these streets and stay warm and well. All right, peace. Love you guys. We gotta go.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listen?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
All right. Love you guys. We gotta get out of here. All right, people. Y'all stay black.
If you like this footage, stay tuned to what's next. And thank you, my royal subscribers, for tuning into this episode of A Little Tea Time. Love you guys. Peace. Be well.